a Pisces I love really, really, really hard, but I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny. But he's definitely a sweetheart, and um, he deserved the best, and I am.
Papoose is taking a significant step, is ready to give it their all, and make boxing champion. Claressa Shields, his everlasting partner, companion beyond simply piling wins in the ring. Claressa Shields is doing more. She can possibly be falling deeply in love. According to rumors, Papoose has strengthened his relationship with the boxing champion. But there's a catch before anyone thinks everything is going smoothly. According to reports, Remy Ma is not very excited. As the drama continues to build and followers anxiously await every new revelation, Papoose appears unconcerned, even amused. What was once the most well-known love story in hip-hop has now turned into a public tale of passion, treachery, and never-ending conjecture. Papoose and Remy Ma were praised for years as an unwavering symbol of Black love, devotion, and fortitude. But recently, rumors of covert affairs, leaked communications, and startling appearances have caused that image to fall apart. Their fairy tale is beginning to resemble a warning story. Remy Ma accused Papoose of maintaining a covert connection with Claressa Shields not too long ago. Papoose swiftly retaliated by releasing alleged receipts that suggested Remy was involved with the Block Captain and battle rapper Eazy. Shortly after, Remy and Eazy started appearing together in public, which only served to stoke long-running rumors. The tale has gone so far that it's nearly unbelievable. Papoose and Remy appeared to be unstoppable. When they initially united in 2004, Papoose stayed at her side, visited frequently, and maintained their love even when Remy was given a 6-year jail sentence in 2008. Only a few weeks into her sentence, they were married over the phone despite their initial intentions falling through. When she eventually returned home in 2014, the reunion seemed to be a love story triumphing over all circumstances. Fans witnessed Papoose encourage Ree's come back and surprise her with a passionate rep on *Love and Hip Hop New York*, where their affection even lit up screens.
He already dead? Hold it down. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how his woman the greatest. Nigga, he held you down in prison for 6 years. I know it was nice, he cried big tears. He stood by you by your biggest accomplishment, front row, giving you big tears. Now y'all got a beautiful baby girl who oh so amazing. He'd be damned if he lose you.
Suggestion. However, that previously impenetrable reputation has already crumbled, giving way to sloppy headlines, gossip, and heated arguments that seem like they belong on a primetime soap opera. The wedding that Remy Ma and Papoose had always imagined came true in 2016. The event, which included hip-hop royalty, intimate friends, and family, was nothing short of spectacular. Later, Remy said it was the best day of my life, ***. And each moment that was recorded exuded happiness. It signaled what appeared to be a new chapter based on love, atonement, and fresh starts. However, as time passed, that brilliance started to dim. Rumors of danger started to spread by 2022. Rumor circulated that Remy was becoming too close to Eazy The Block Captain, a prominent figure in battle rap. At first, Papoose chose to ignore the commotion, remaining silent and not contributing to the gossip. However, the rumors persisted. There was a lot of conjecture on blogs. Every action was scrutinized by fans, and the clamor only intensified. The tension peaked around the middle of 2023. According to reports, chaos broke out backstage at Remy's own Rap League event in June at Chrome 23. A furious altercation between Papoose and Eazy broke out, according to the Star Report. Quickly.
You ain't do this the right way.
What?
Yeah.
Yes?
You know I love you more than anything in the world. We've been through a lot over the years, and we was never able to have a real wedding ceremony. You are the most amazing beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know.
You wanna know if I'll marry you again?
What I want to say is,
Yes.
Travel claimed that Pap had dropped icily in the confusion after landing blows. The arena was in a state of confusion. And as the tale, meanwhile, some guests even left early, not understanding what had just transpired. Following the disturbance, Remy quickly took to the internet to apologize in public and minimize the issue. Asterisk, please stop with the Eazy and Pap lies, she insisted, dismissing the conversation on X, previously Twitter, entirely. Instead of putting the subject to rest, there is nowhere like Chrome asterisk dot, however. Her remarks simply stoked further interest. Then, in September 2023, the drama reached a new height. Remy was directly accused of being unfaithful to Papoose by veteran MCG Kai Gotti during a heated argument. That response from the audience was electrifying. There were gasps, whispers, and an immediate buzz across the hip-hop scene. Everyone was watching Remy for a retort, but she didn't provide one. Just silence, no explanation, no denial. And that quiet spoke a lot to many. It told admirers that the riffs in their formerly illustrious romance were more than just hearsay. They were cracking openly. The riffs in Remy Ma and Papoose's marriage had widened into wide slits by the beginning of 2024, when Remy spat off a fiery verse on Fat Joe's Hallmark Out of Control star that summer. It was the first significant indication. She went back to being Reminisce K. Smith instead of Remy Mackey. Her marital name. It was a minor detail to casual fans. However, to some who were aware that Papoose's last name is Mackey, it appeared to be a subdued yet purposeful message. The union was nearing its demise. However, months earlier, the actual unraveling had already started. Veteran combat rapper John Da Don released a bomb online in December 2023, a purported audio recording of Eazy The Block Captain admitting to being
I'm a Pisces. I love really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny. But he's definitely a sweetheart, and he deserved it.
Engaged with Remy. The recording abruptly stopped, but not before its influence extended across the culture. A voice that was thought to be an asterisk of ease said, "I became too at ease being in New York with her. I would have done the same. Therefore, it should have simply been for fun." The fire had already been started, and the rumors that had been brewing in the background turned into full-fledged headlines. Eazy swiftly retaliated, denouncing the footage as a fake and telling John asterisk, "This won't end well for you." Papoose maintained his customary tactic of being silent throughout it all. No mysterious messages, no press remarks, no Instagram shade. Insiders, however, implied that he wasn't just watching. He was silently getting ready to proceed. His plans became evident by the end of 2024. He didn't want to pretend differently. And the marriage couldn't be saved. Remy herself intensified the drama in December 2024, which was the last spark. She disclosed purported text messages between Papoose and the unbeaten boxing champion Claressa Shields. The texts alluded to Papoose's marital problems, late-night talks, and intense emotional confrontations. According to reports, he blasted Remy for her actions, accusing her of being a narcissist and acknowledging that it was time to go. Instead of keeping the screenshots confidential, Remy made them public. While still residing under Remy's roof, she accused Papoose of snooping on calls with Claressa and even falling asleep on the phone with her. She made fun of the notion that Papoose is a provider in a scathing article, adding, asterisk, is a taker, not a giver. The bag belongs to me. Oh, please don't toy with me. You don't want me as an adversary. I'm doing well. Your boyfriend is squeezed because of this. Asterisk, Claressa would not be silent. Asterisk, be accountable, she clapped back. It's you who's married. I can't even tell if you fell asleep in the Sprinter or got it home safely. That's absurd. Asterisk. The narrative changed after that. What started out as a controversy evolved into something quite else. Stay away from the turmoil on social media. Papoose and Claressa were establishing a strong foundation based on integrity and respect for one another. Their relationship was no longer a rumor by the middle of 2025. Claressa verified it herself by sharing a moving video in which she paid tribute to Papoose as someone who supported her as a woman, an athlete, and a person in addition to being her partner. A fresh story emerged between all of the betrayals, silence, and public outbursts. Hip-hop aristocracy and boxing brilliance met in an unexpected but sincere love tale that emerged from the ashes of the genre's once golden pair. It served as evidence that something genuine and long-lasting may arise even from the wreckage of loss. Papoose has eliminated all possibility of uncertainty. Claressa Shields is his future. He was more than just a spectator during her pivotal match against Danielle Perkins in Flint, Michigan. As Claressa was ready to defend her position as the uncontested heavyweight queen, he joined in on the show. With his classic lines from Busta Rhymes' Astra's Touch, its star Papoose rocked the stadium. The occasion was symbolic rather than merely hype-driven. His ferocity on the mic, her supremacy in the ring, they represented a potent union of ambition, heritage, and love. Furthermore, Claressa isn't hiding her emotions. She has publicly stated her desire for Papoose to be fully implemented, putting an end to speculation before it ever begins. According to insiders, a proposal could be imminent. This doesn't seem like a recovery to many viewers. It seems like the cornerstone of anything genuine, reliable, and long-lasting. Remy Ma's tale, meanwhile, appears to be far more disorganized. Rumor has it that despite the scandals and betrayals that have dogged her marriage, she isn't prepared to let Papoose leave. In a startling turn of events, she allegedly emailed her still lawful husband graphic pictures in an apparent bid to win him back just as his relationship with Claressa gained attention. The timing sparked curiosity among supporters who began to wonder why she did it. As rumors circulated regarding rifts in her relationship with the Block Captain and battle rap artist Eazy, speculation only grew more intense. Word is Eazy could have been using private chats to exert control over their relationship, transforming what appeared to be desire into something poisonous. But Papoose hasn't changed. According to people close to him, the marriage is finalized and simply exists on paper. After years of being silent, his selected piece, firmly entering a future with Claressa, is viewed by many as him finally taking back his tale. What started out as black love with Remy has now given way to a new chapter characterized by honesty, progress, and respect for one another. Conversely, Remy has remained present throughout the story. Her enigmatic messages, subliminal insults, and alleged attempts to end Papoose's relationship show a lady who is divided between remorse, jealousy, and unresolved feelings. One thing is obvious, regardless of whether she is suffering or strategizing. She isn't prepared to see Claressa take up her former position. But this story is about more than simply allegations of infidelity. It has to do with pride, heritage, and identity. Papoose and Remy endured jail bids and personal hardships together, serving as a symbol of devotion and tenacity for years. However, the weight of treachery and public turmoil has destroyed that image. Claressa, on the other hand, has managed the spotlight with grace, shooing trivial back and forth in favor of projecting power, responsibility, and concentration. A striking contrast to the mayhem. Things are made much more difficult by E's arrival. What was to be a daring new chapter for Remy now appears precarious, particularly in light of claims of manipulation. The question of whether their relationship was really love or just rebellion against a failing marriage is left up to fans. The conflict between what is happening now and what the world used to think is what makes this narrative so captivating. The paradigm for eternal love was once Remy and Papoose, but that illusion has now fallen apart. With Claressa by his side, Papoose seems more liberated, assertive, and deliberate today. Even if Remy's lingering presence provides drama, there is no denying the contrast. While Papoose and Claressa appear to be in agreement, she is trapped in a dispute. It won't only be a love story if the engagement rumors turn out to be accurate. It will be the last pivotal moment in a story that has captivated readers for years. Claressa sees this as more than just boxing. Her career has consistently demonstrated perseverance in overcoming obstacles. She has now discovered Papoose, who appreciates her quest and matches her zeal. It doesn't feel like patchwork between them. It has the sensation of creating something fresh, unadulterated, and long-lasting. Thus, the primary query still stands. Will Papoose and Claressa continue to establish their kingdom despite the commotion? Or will he be drawn back into a history he's attempting to escape because of Rhee's unresolved hold? It's your turn. Could Remy make a reappearance in Papouse's life? Or is she really done? Has Claressa ascended to the throne as his future queen yet? If this novel promises anything, it's that the following part will be dynamite. Please share your opinions. Papoose has made it clear to the world that he has finally moved on from his past. The hip-hop veteran recently proposed to boxing sensation Claressa Shields, and although it should have been a happy occasion, there was a twist that fans are still discussing. Subtle insults that seem to be directed specifically at Remy Ma, his ex. Papoose and Remy Ma were hailed as hip-hop's quintessential love tale for 4 years. They were once the epitome of commitment and tenacity. From keeping her down during her jail stint to their lavish 2016 wedding. However, the fairy tale fell apart in the last several years due to public disputes, leaked communications, and infidelity rumors. Fans could see the fractures growing by the time rumors about Remy's purported relationship with Eazy, the Block Captain, a combat rap artist, started to circulate. With two-time Olympic gold medalist and undisputed boxing champion Claressa Shields, Papoose appears to have moved on entirely. The audience went wild when Papoose proposed to Claressa at a recent event and gave her a gorgeous ring. Claressa answered yes, beaming and tearful. Although the moment was significant, the subsequent events made equally as many headlines. Fans apparently raised their eyebrows when Papoose said certain things on the microphone. He made references to unappreciative relationships, phony loyalty, and the ability to choose calm over turmoil without naming specific people. Given the time of his engagement, many interpreted it as a direct jab at Remy Ma. One admirer said, "Pap didn't just propose. He sent shots," as social media erupted in responses. For her part, Claressa stood by his side with pride. She has publicly lauded Papoose as her partner, motivator, and support system, describing their relationship as genuine, solid, and unbreakable. According to insiders, their partnership has given them both a feeling of serenity that was lacking in their earlier periods. Remy Ma, meanwhile, has remained evasive on the internet, posting ambiguous things that many followers assume are directed at her separated spouse. Some people believe she regrets the way things turned out, while others believe she's just not prepared to watch him succeed with a new partner. It's obvious that Papoose isn't turning around. He is embracing the future, making fun of the past, and demonstrating that happiness is achievable even after heartbreak, with Claressa by his side and a brand new engagement ring to mark their commitment.